An update from police. Well, hundreds of Palestinian Americans trying to escape Gaza's South Bank through Egypt don't have a viable option tonight. This is nearly 1 million people living in the Gaza Strip are trying to head south. While Egypt says its border is open, one Utah woman with family there says that's not the case, and every day gets more dangerous. Debbie Worthen met with her tonight. And Debbie, how is she doing today?
Well, Dan, she becomes more worried by the minute. Now, this is a map of the Gaza Strip. This is the Rafah exit point through Egypt that we're talking about. Now, talks to allow Palestinians broke down earlier today because Egypt demanded humanitarian aid before it would open its borders. Now, this Gaza Strip here is about the size of Salt Lake City, not county, but 2 million people live there compared to 200,000 that live in Salt Lake City. The World Health Organization says the first round of aid has arrived in Egypt, but Julia Beseso says her family still can't escape.
She texted me
just like a half an hour ago.
5:57 p.m. She said, "I'm so scared, Julia. The bombing is near."
Julia Beseso is in close contact with her mom and family as they try to get out of Gaza and back to Utah. In fact, she was just there a few months ago.
It's called the Holy Land for a reason. It was a really beautiful experience.
But now every minute of every day is filled with fear.
I'm trying my best to keep it together.
She and her family had high hopes the U.S. and Egypt had come to terms to allow innocent Palestinian Americans refuge and a way to get back to the United States. But even though Egypt publicly says their border is open, Julia's family is still stuck on the Gaza side. As she says, it becomes more dangerous every day.
I could just hear like explosions in the background, and it terrified me.
It seems likely a bigger attack on the northern strip is imminent. For Julia, who says her family has been in the Israeli-Hamas crossfire for years as they've lived on the Gaza Strip, she now just wants her loved ones back in Utah where she knows they're safe.
I started thinking that. I started having those images of them being dead, you know, being blown to pieces. And it started really messing with my mind.
Well, according to Egypt's state-run television, airplanes and trucks full of humanitarian aid have now arrived from Jordan, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. Much of that is said to be for the mass amounts of people coming in from Gaza.
The U.S. State Department now confirms